What's up, people? Welcome to The Shift on YouTube. It is your boy, Francisco Rojas, as always. What's going on? Welcome in. Let's get straight to it. The Seattle Mariners, 12-16. Not the best start they were looking for, not the start people expected. People expect them to kind of run the table in the American League West, maybe with the Astros, but the Angels are at the top. And with the Seattle Mariners, though, still top 5 in runs scored. And you would expect like maybe a Eugenio Suarez, a Jesse Winker, a Ty France, who has been Ty France that he's been the last couple of years. But the number one reason for why the Seattle Mariners are number one in runs scored is JP Crawford. JP Crawford. Who would have thought JP Crawford would be the number one reason why the Seattle Mariners are even, slightly a good offensive team in the American League? I didn't see this coming. JP Crawford's always been a pretty average hitter. Look, I'm a Phillies fan. Watching him coming up through the minors and with the Phillies, he wasn't that good. Yes, we weren't so patient here, but he's never been really a good offensive hitter. And this year, all of a sudden, last year, 100 OPS plus, his best season as a hitter. He was average at 9 home runs. And this year, he's on pace to shatter that stuff. He's on pace to hit about 24 home runs. He's slashing 340, 435, 546, 981 OPS. That's good for a 196 OPS plus. 196, that's 96% above league average. Yes, smallish sample size, first month to a month and a half, in the season. But is this who JP Crawford is? Because I don't think it is, man. I don't think it is going forward. Because look at the player that he's always been. He's always been a guy who's just been an above-average defender. And he's been a really good defender. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's made highlight reel plays. I remember it might have been during the shortened season where he made an unbelievable play. Like, he basically flipped through the air. I don't even know if it's exactly what happened. The highlight will be in this video, so you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. And you probably know what I'm talking about regardless, especially if you're a Mariners fan. It was an unbelievable play. JP Crawford, in the shortened season, 6 outs above average in 2020. Incredible fielder. We always know he's been an incredible fielder, though. We always knew that. But what we didn't know was, could he be an above-average hitter? And, right now, he's on pace to be a top, 5 to 10 hitter in baseball. He's top 10 in a lot of offensive categories as far as, WOBA goes and, weighted runs created plus and, just a lot of offensive categories. He is top 10, and when would we ever expect that? Even if it's for a month span. I know hitters get hot, but JP Crawford is one of the last hitters that I would expect to be this hot, to start a season. But this just isn't who I think he is going forward. Yes, he's 27 years old. I get that. He is entering the prime of his career, but this just isn't who JP Crawford is. And, look at, a lot of the stuff, expected batting average and, a few other stats, he's, upper echelon in those percentiles, and I get that. But look at some stats like average exit velocity, he's about bottom 3 percentile in the league. Hard hit percentage, 28th percentile. That's important if you want to be, a good sustained hitter in Major League Baseball, and he's not at the top of those, those categories. We all know he's going to cool off a little bit, but I do think he's going to cool off to the point where, maybe he does have a tiny bit of a breakout season, but who he's been this last month and going forward, this isn't who he's going to be. He's not going to be an above-average hitter. He's going to be more of a solid hitter with a really good glove. And the Mariners aren't even looking for him to be that. The Mariners are looking for more of him to be the guy that has an average bat and has a really good glove, because they have guys that they have developed and brought through the farm system and signed, i.e. Mitch Haniger, Kelnick, Julio Rodriguez, Ty France, Eugenio Suarez, Jesse Winker. Those are the guys that they're relying on for the offense. They're not relying on JP Crawford. But they're really using it right now, especially a lot of the guys like Winker and Suarez who haven't been so hot and Kelnick, who they expect to get hot eventually, and for those numbers to even out because those guys are too good of hitters. At least Winker, as I know, and Haniger as well. I don't know, Haniger might be hurt on that. I'm not 100% sure. I know the Mariners are also dealing with some injuries. But obviously, we're just talking about JP Crawford here. JP Crawford, look, unbelievable start, and it's weird to see just as a Phillies fan. Look, man, again, numbers, 340, 435, 981 OPS. Those are really good numbers, but he's not sustaining that. JP Crawford, last guy I would probably expect to break out like this, but he breaks out. But you tell me, do you think JP Crawford is this good? Definitely not me, man. Definitely not me. But you convince me. If you think this is who JP is actually going to be, and he's going to break out and be one of the better hitters in baseball, you tell me, man. But a lot of some of the advanced analytics say, yes, but some say no. I don't. I'm a little more leaning on towards the sides of no. This is not who JP's going to be. He's going to even out to be more of an average hitter, maybe have an above average season that's just kind of weighted by that month of April and the early start. But we're going to see. To a certain extent, I'm happy for JP, and I'm happy for the Mariners because they're a fun team. They're a young, fun team who's looking to be a contender. They're really fun. But let me know, how do you feel about JP Crawford's hot start? It's fun.